Hi and welcome to the Fabric Studio. Today we're going to take a look at our quilt block library. We have lots of different templates and swatches, more tone-on-tone swatches, and we're going to make a personalized quilt by taking one of our swatches, personalizing it first, and then using it in our project. So let's get started. I picked the Mariner's Compass quilt block to work on today, but first let's take a look at what I did with one of my swatches and how I personalized it. I opened up our teddy bear swatch from our novelty library, and I added my granddaughter's name, Akira. Now, I'll never find fabric with the name Akira. So let's get started. So first thing we do is we open our quilt block, and there's some things that if you need reminding, check out the videos on the resource page. They'll take you step by step and go through some of the tools we'll be using today. We most of all use our magic wand when we're making our quilt blocks. So I'm going to make sure it's in contiguous, and then the selection mode is in add before I get started. So let's get going. I'm going to click on, with my magic wand, my first layer of fabric that I want to repeat. I'm going to use the autofill function of the software, and I'm going to go in, and I've set up a file with all my different fabrics I'm going to use for this quilt. So they're all in one place. I don't have to go hunting and picking. Once I do that, I enter it, and we're going to go on to the next color. My next color is going to be my next label. The thing you need to remember is you always select on your background layer. So here we go. I'm going to be clicking on my second row of stars, and you need to spend a little bit of time before you start picking out your colors, maybe printing them out. Again, I'm going to be using the autofill function of the software. I'm going to go in, and this time I'm going to do my butterflies. Hit OK, and then hit Enter. And now we're on our last row. All right, again, back to the background layer. I'm selecting the area I want to autofill. Simple way to do quilts, and you know, when you print this out, you don't have to sew it. You have a complete block. All you need to do is stitch in the ditch, but we won't tell anyone. Again, I'm going to go to autofill, and I'm going to pick out my last color, and that's a snowball purple, dark purple I printed. All right, now we're ready at this point to bring our photograph in. All right, we're going to go to our photographs and bring one into the software. Make sure it's nice and small because that area is not that big. And this time I'm going to use a circular crop because I'm going to be working with something that has a circle in the middle. And I'm going to take a crop of the baby's face. Once it's cropped, I'm going to take my select tool, copy it, and we're going to go to our next template. I'm going to go to my top layer, add a layer, and then paste that design in and bring it to the center. Now, if you were doing this with one of your photographs, I would make sure the photo was a little bit bigger, but for this purpose, I'm going to use the one I've selected. And I'm going to center it as best as I can. We're going to be using our tool, Invert Select. I'm going to click off the layer, go back to my background layer, select the area I want my photograph to go in, go back to my photo layer, click on, and use our tool, Invert Select, and delete. Now my baby's photo is right in the center, and we're ready to put our last layer on. Now that's what's going to make this block special. I'm going to use my magic wand, and this is where I decided I want to use my personalized fabric. Again, I'm going to go to autofill. I'm going to look for that baby bear personalized fabric, and there it is. And hit enter. What a great thing to make for your grandchild. You can add text to it. You can pick out different colorizations, but that's one wonderful way to use our quilt blocks. Enjoy. Send us some pictures of your blocks you make.